Hi, my name is Lauren Kapalka Richerme, and I'm a member of the Policy ASPA of the Society for Music Teacher Education. In this presentation, I'm going to address agency as it relates to music education policy. Agency is the capacity to act freely, including making one's own independent choices. While it may seem like policy is something that is done to music educators, teachers always have some degree of control over how they engage with existing policies. I now offer 3 steps that may encourage teachers to develop agency with existing policies. The first step to engaging with a policy is understanding its contexts. This might involve asking, what exactly does the policy require me to do? Of particular importance is knowing what parts of the policy are optional and which are mandated, including understanding any repercussions for not meeting mandated requirements. A second step is considering what one deems positive and negative about a policy's outcomes. Humans have a tendency to resist change, so it can be tempting to resist any new policy just because it necessitates alterations from existing practices. It is therefore important to have a reasoned argument for why specific aspects of a policy are good or bad. In considering the pros and cons of a policy, music educators might ask, who created this policy and why? Who, including students from underrepresented or marginalized groups, does this policy benefit, harm, or exclude? What would teaching and learning look like if I fully adopted this policy? How does this policy align with or contradict my own teaching philosophy, including what values and practices I emphasize? Once teachers both understand a given policy and have determined its beneficial and problematic aspects, they can choose to what extent they want to implement the policy and to what extent they want to ignore, challenge, or indirectly subvert the policy. These decisions take time and need to be revisited periodically. Part of having agency involves seeing oneself as a policymaker. Music educators are constantly creating policies having to do with who is admitted into classes and ensembles, requirements for grades, and processes surrounding musical engagements with their school and local communities. Teachers might also enact their agency by talking with administrators about school policies, serving on state music educators boards or standards writing committees, considering politicians' education policy positions when voting, and contacting their elected officials, particularly those on education committees. A list of resources for engaging with administrators and elected officials can be found on this slide. Thanks for watching.